Last question. Looking up a stat, I don't know if you know this or not. You probably do, knowing you, because you don't miss much. Caitlin Clark has personally received 17% of the flagrant fouls called. Literally, she's been fouled on flagrant fouls. 17% of them have been against her personally. We spoke about the Cheryl Swoop situation. We've spoke about the numbers, the ratings. We've spoken about the resentment that Caitlin Clark has been receiving, not by most, not by all, but by...
Caitlin Clark didn't just face competition in her rookie season, she faced an outright assault. The numbers speak for themselves. Clark was personally targeted, receiving 177% of all the flagrant fouls called in the league. That's right, more than 100% of flagrant fouls in the WNBA were committed against her. It's a shocking stat that paints a clear picture of the kind of treatment she endured. We've already talked about her historic performance, the ratings, and the resentment Clark received, not from everyone, but from a select few. And it wasn't just frustration, it was downright dirty play. From being blindsided by Chendi Carter to getting poked in the face by Deja Carrington, Clark became the target of some of the dirtiest plays in WNBA history.
In Los Angeles, that's got to be pretty tough, I would think, on Caitlin to just really... That's not a virtue of Caitlin's, she's competitive and she wants it now, and that's what makes her great. Foul, that is her second. Put Caitlin Clark to the stripe. Oh yeah, that's
No ejections, no statements from the league, no outrage from the Indiana Fever front office, and no penalties. It was as if the league had silently agreed that Caitlin Clark needed to be put in her place. In Los Angeles, things got tough for Clark. But this wasn't a sign of weakness. It was a testament to her incredible competitive spirit and determination. She wasn't backing down, and that's what makes her great. But it wasn't just about playing through the physicality. It was about something much deeper. They weren't just trying to beat her, they were trying to break her. Clark wasn't just another rookie, she was a phenomenon. She was pulling in ratings the WNBA had never seen before.
On one, Sammy Whitcomb. Seconds left. Okay, drives baseline and shot by Izzy Magnitude is up and in.
Completely shifting the economics of the league. But for some of the veterans who hadn't experienced this level of attention, it was too much. Instead of embracing the impact she was having, they resented it. But now? The Indiana Fever are done letting their star player get bullied. The team has made a bold move, ensuring that Clark won't have to face this kind of physical abuse anymore. The Fever have retooled their roster, bringing in reinforcements that should send chills down the spine of every team that targeted Clark last season. This season, Clark will have a squad around her that not only protects her but punishes anyone who dares take a cheap shot. Imagine this, Caitlin Clark running the offense, but this time, she has a team that has her back. Players who will protect her and make any would-be aggressor think twice before throwing an elbow or delivering a late hit. The Fever's new recruits aren't just talented, they bring size, toughness, and a no-nonsense attitude that will hold opponents accountable. And that's the biggest difference this season. Indiana now has the physicality and defensive strength to back Clark up. What if I told you that last season, the WNBA let things slide because Clark had no real enforcers on her team? That's right. There was no one on the Fever to back her up when things got tough. But that's no longer the case. Indiana has made a serious defensive and physical boost to their roster, ensuring that anyone who tries to test Clark will face serious consequences. Let's pause for a second.
Here, she's trying to she got it right in the face.
Really think about this. Caitlin Clark was targeted with 177% of all flagrant fouls in the WNBA last season. One player, receiving that many fouls, clearly wasn't just a case of tough defense or rookie initiation. This was targeting, systematic targeting aimed at wearing her down and reminding her that she wasn't welcome in this spotlight. And what did the WNBA do about it? Absolutely nothing. No major suspensions. No rule changes. No league-wide discussions about player safety. The Fever front office stayed silent, the referees ignored it, and even the media outlets brushed it off as just part of the game. If this were any other star player, there would have been outrage. But because it was Caitlin Clark, who came in as a rookie and instantly became the face of the WNBA, she had to defend herself. She outsold every player in merchandise, she broke viewership records, and she made people care about the WNBA like never before. But this season, that all changes. Caitlin Clark's time to shine is here, and no one is going to stand in her way. The WNBA has long been overlooked, underpaid, and underappreciated, but Caitlin Clark's arrival has completely changed the narrative. Suddenly, the league is a hot topic. Networks are paying attention, ticket prices are soaring, and the conversation around women's basketball has reached a new height. Yet, instead of celebrating Clark's impact, some tried to punish her for it. Veteran players took physical shots, frustrated by her rise. But despite the aggression, Clark's star has only grown brighter. The more they targeted her, the bigger she became. As they tried to diminish her, the fans rallied behind her, proving one thing: Caitlin Clark is the WNBA's golden ticket, and no amount of cheap shots can take that away. Last season, Clark.
And that was it, you guys. That was all she had to say about Indiana. It doesn't even make any sense. Like, not even a nod to Caitlin Clark, not even saying like, Caitlin Clark's playing well, or Caitlin Clark's leading the team. I don't even, like, you don't even have to be that complimentary, but leaving her out completely when she is the #1 component of that Indiana Fever team and has also been playing a lot better post this Olympic break than she was before, to completely leave her out, it's just, it's
adversity, taking the hits and bouncing back stronger. But this season? She's coming back with a vengeance, and she's not alone anymore. The Indiana Fever made some key upgrades in the offseason, ensuring Clark now has the support she didn't have last year. The Fever are stepping up where the WNBA failed to protect her, taking matters into their own hands. Lexi Hall has been playing incredibly well, lighting up the scoreboard in their game against Seattle. Kelsey Mitchell is on fire, sinking shot after shot, and Aaliyah Boston nearly posted a triple-double. If Indiana continues to play like this, they're only going to rise in the standings. Yet, it's surprising that some still overlook Clark's contributions, despite her being the cornerstone of the Fever's success. She's been playing at an even higher level since the Olympic break, and leaving her out of the conversation doesn't make sense. For the teams that targeted her last season, good luck. Caitlin Clark and the Fever are scarier than ever. Despite facing relentless physical challenges, Clark's rookie season was nothing short of historic. After the Olympic break, her game elevated to an elite level. She averaged 23 points per game and shattered multiple WNBA records. On July 17, Clark set a new record for the most assists in a single game with 19, and became the first rookie in WNBA and Fever history to record a triple-double. She finished the season with 232 assists, breaking the rookie record that had stood since 1998. She also broke the record for most three-pointers made in a rookie season and tied the WNBA record for the most career games with at least 25 points and 10 assists, achieving this feat 5 times. No wonder her games are drawing NBA-level viewership and breaking records left and right. But Clark's influence goes beyond the basketball court. Her jersey and merchandise have become top sellers, contributing to about 1/3 of the league's total revenue. Indiana Fever ticket sales have surged by 182%. This is the Caitlin Clark effect, and it's undeniable. However, despite these impressive results, the WNBA finished the 2024 season with a $40 million loss. Why? It's shocking, but it seems the league failed to fully leverage Clark's marketability, likely due to politics. Caitlin Clark is white, and let's face it, it's not exactly the most favorable time to be white. But her talent and influence cannot be ignored. Now, with the Fever recognizing the need for experienced leadership to harness Clark's exceptional talent, they've made a key decision by reappointing Stephanie White as head coach. White, a former player and coach with deep ties to Indiana, brings a wealth of experience and a strong understanding of the franchise's culture. During her previous tenure with the Fever, she led the team to the 2015 WNBA Finals with a solid 37-31 overall record. With her leadership and track record of developing talent, White is the ideal coach to guide this team into a new era of success.